Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, we have to talk about it, how the financial system's working against you, ladies and gentlemen. But we're still going to win because you're here in the SSN Nation and you're gaining knowledge around the world and the internet and in the house here. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for being a member. But tonight on Wednesday nights, it's members only with the icon that can be in the chat room. Everybody else can watch. And let me know if you received the YouTube notification tonight or saw the trailer. So please, before we begin, smash the like button. And let's see who's in the house tonight, because tonight we have to talk about the financial system works against you. And you know that, or may not realize it, because you're thinking everything is fair. Well, I'm going to be dropping a video tomorrow morning about this, so everybody else will get a video on it. But you guys tonight will have a little preview of what we're talking about. So anyhow, let me see who's in the house tonight. We have Auntie Val is in the house with the icon next to her name. Thank you so much for being here in the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream, where it's members only that can be in the chat room. Those with the icon like Professor Auntie Val. That's right. Notice I said Professor Auntie Val. That's right, because she has knowledge. She gives out information. You never know who she can help. So that's why you have to pay attention to these live streams, ladies and gentlemen. Also, she has her tagline, good evening, family, with the heart, with the strength and the support. And she says she received the notification and the trailer, a twofer. Thank you so much for letting me know that. I greatly appreciate it. Wilson Koo is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. And he has the icon naturally with his tagline. Good evening, Mr. Bird and SSN family. 100% facts. I sell money. He means he sells money, ladies and gentlemen. You need loans. He sells the loans. He can get the loan packages for you. Just when you think just think your wildest dreams, whatever you want to do, and then you need funding for it. And then you think, well, I'm going to be turned down. Well, think of it this way. Wilson Koo may have a vehicle for you that you will not be turned down. Your wildest dream. Again, you may not need to foot the bill 100%. There may be options for you. That's why you need to get in touch with Mr. Koo. You can always send me an email at support@stopstrugglingnow.com, and I will forward your information to Mr. Koo. Or you can go to his website, quickeasyfunds.com. By the way, I don't even know why I mess with the explaining it when I can just put it in the chat room so everybody can see it anyhow and use the link. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the only one that can put links in the chat room. All right. Just so everybody knows. All right. Look who else is in the house. And Wilson Koo says, evening, Auntie Val. Victor Marrero is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. And he has the icon naturally because only members can be in the chat room, ladies and gentlemen. Those with the icon, and he brings his tagline in tow as well. Hello, all. Let's do this. And we plan on doing it, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm going to drop a little. I did a short today with somebody explaining the financial system with regard to real estate, and you didn't think nothing of it. But if you were an SSN Nation member about 3 or 4 years ago, I'm just going to have to brag about this. When we were talking about Zillow getting into the financial industry, loan business, buying homes, I'll let you guys know what I said back then, and sure enough, it came to happen. All right, look who else got notification and trailer. That's 2 people tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go for the record. I also got the YouTube notification and trailer. Are we going to be out of the doghouse here? That's 3. That's unbelievable. Wilson Koo showing more love. Evening at Victor M. Auntie Val, good evening, Victor and Koo, man. Nothing but love in the house, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you. And by the way, in case you're new here, down below in the description, please check it out. There's things down there that may come in handy if you don't know already. It's the same kind of things, the free stocks from Robinhood and Webull. Earn free Bitcoin by using your computer, your phone, your laptop, or desktop. That's down below. It doesn't cost you anyhow. You're using your computer software to actually mine the Bitcoin. There you go. That's down below. That's just for starters. All right, here we go. QuickEasyFunds.com. You can see it on the screen. Victor Marrero at Professor Auntie Val. What's your strategy with Strong Block? Are you selling and keeping the tokens in your wallet, or are you putting the tokens into the stronger pool for mining rewards? I'm curious about that as well, because I had to give up the ghost with Strong Block, ladies and gentlemen. Had to depart. Got some money back. It was all good, but hey, we only had one. That's it back when. So we're good. But the fact of the matter is it just went to hell. Also, all I can say, I would say something else, but we can't talk about that late night. We might have children watching. So I have to stay off the cursing. Now, I'm going to actually bring up a video. If you guys saw the shorts, then you will know which video this is. But this is regarding real estate, ladies and gentlemen, and see how you've been fooled. Real estate prices year over year for 2 years have went 20%, 20%. Everybody was thinking at the time, that's just capitalism. That's just demand. Or was it really demand? How about that? Let me know what you think after you see this little video. Again, if you would have seen the shorts today, this is the same video. I pulled it off of TikTok from this lady. I don't know her name. Glenda Baker, I believe is the name. But anyhow, check this out, ladies and gentlemen.
Zillow comes in and they buy these houses based on their estimate, okay? So they buy 5 in 30067 for $300,000, and then they buy houses 6, 7, and 8 for $400,000, effectively raising the value of the ones that they paid $300,000 for. What a lot of people didn't pick up, including myself, was they talked Bobby and Susie out of their house at 300. Then they inflated the pricing of 1 through 5, $100,000 by paying $400,000 for houses 6 and 7. But then they effectively priced Bobby and Susie out of being buyers. They've now made Bobby and Susie a renter. They are selling themselves out of the dream of homeownership because somebody has convinced you that it is convenient and easier to sell your house for somebody else to profit on their balance sheet and rent the world back to you. You want to talk about what's really happening in real estate? That is what is really happening in real estate.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, she explained it just perfectly as to what's actually happening, except not just at Zillow, but on a larger scale. Remember when I was going off about them giving the top 10 percenters tax cut, tax breaks? Remember when I was talking about the PPP money going to companies that don't deserve it? Remember all this money, stimulus money going out to the wealthiest of them all? Now you know what happens when that occurs, because they game the system. When they have hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars sitting around, they can buy 1 or 2 homes, like she said, for $300,000. Then they can buy 4, 5, and 6 homes and pay $400,000, and then it makes all the rest of their houses that they previously bought go up in value. Then, if I already know that I have a lending system in place, of course, we're going to loan you something so you can buy these expensive homes. And everybody's thinking, how come I keep bidding for homes? I'm giving people what they want. They're asking 400 grand, but they're not accepting my offer. No, because there's somebody out there saying, I'm going to give you 450. I'm going to give you 500, because they're purposely trying to increase the value of the home. How diabolical is this, ladies and gentlemen? That's all I can say. And you thought we're in a capitalist system, but she explained it exactly right. And hopefully tomorrow I'm diving deep into it again with another video about this, because it's totally disgusting, ladies and gentlemen. But never mind. The financial system is working against you, but we're still going to win, because the house of cards, it's about to come crumbling down. It's just that most people aren't prepared to make decisions, especially when it comes to financial decisions. When things go down, there's blood in the streets. Are you willing to buy then? That's the $1 million question, because as you can see, all prices can be easily manipulated, especially when you get trillions of dollars into the system. The financial system that we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk about tax cut, tax breaks. That leaves billions, trillions. It ended up being 2.5 trillion in the hands of the top 10 percenters. But then let's go with Build Back Better again. Some more trillions going to the people in the financial system that's going to be rewarded the contracts. Either way, trillions of dollars. You don't think I can't go to a zip code if I had even $5 or $6 billion? Never mind trillions. Let's just say we had 5 billion. You don't think I can buy up a couple of zip codes and manipulate the price? Buy 5 homes. The next 5 I buy for another 100,000 more. The next 5 I buy for 200,000 more. Next thing you know, everybody in the neighborhood is going, woohoo, my house went up $300,000. Hint, hint, 20% year over year. And now you're sitting there saying, what am I going to do? Like most people. And if you sell your house, all the houses cost the same. So you pretty much aren't going to sell your house. Most people don't want to take the risk where they're going to do a home equity line of credit and then borrow that money and then put it into another asset, because why? The assets are going up so fast that you may not even be able to buy something because you might be outbid. You see the ecosystem, ladies and gentlemen. They're using the financial system to their advantage and taking advantage of ordinary citizens. That is us. But here's what's going to happen. Sooner or later, they're going to be holding the prices, holding the homes with the higher price. The ordinary citizens are going to be holding the homes at the higher price. One little problem is going to occur, because they have to increase the interest rates, which is going to go down in the next 3 or 4 days. So interest rates are going to go up even higher, which now means people can't afford these high price houses that went up 20% 2 years in a row. So what's going to happen? The prices are going to start coming down. And by the way, since you're an SSN Nation member and you know what we're talking about when I talk about derivatives, you know when they bought the homes, they sold the paper. They sold the loan to other people. So other people are holding the bag. They already then cashed out. So the people that are holding the bag are sitting there relying on people to make their monthly payments. They're going to get their return on investment back. And then what's going to happen? The price is going to start falling down. And the people that are holding the bag will not receive a thin dime, because just like before in 2008, 2009, generally, if somebody bought a house for 700,000 and it's only worth 400,000, they're like, I'm walking away from this. I'm underwater. There's no value here. I'd rather have a foreclosure on my record than to pay for something that is $300,000 less, and I'm paying $4,000 a month. That's crazy, right? Exactly, it's crazy, but that's what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. And there's going to be millions of homes underwater and for sale. And some of these big financial institutions, guess what? Some of them are holding the paper, ladies and gentlemen, and they're going to need a bailout. Your tax money is going to bail them out, but don't worry about it. You don't have to worry, because you'll be able to buy these homes at 50% off. And then what's going to happen in about a year or so, then the Federal Reserve will start reducing rates again, so then they can borrow money again, so we can wash, rinse, and repeat and increase the value of homes again. So you are going to be in position to buy homes dirt cheap, because this is going to be worse than the Great Recession, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see who else is in the house. That's my little diatribe for the intro. Let me see what you guys are thinking right now, because is the financial system working against you? Do you have a program? Let's go. All right, here we are. Victor Morel, keeping the strong block ETH nodes on the dashboard will require you to keep up with the fees, which doesn't make sense to me. Exactly, Victor Morel. That's exactly right. When it doesn't make sense, we sometimes have to bail out. We can't win them all. That's just the way it is. My nodes are paid up for 2 months yet. We'll keep accruing. We'll migrate what is left. Looking to pool about half on the test. In case you're not familiar with this strong block and what we're talking about, that was the #1 investment for 2021. Up until the bear market, they were still rolling strong until 3 months ago. And then the CEO all of a sudden says he's making a chain. He's going to change the system. He's going to have these tokens called stronger chain. A little bit of confusion. Prices started coming down. Bear market. Now it has come down, and now a complete wipeout, a complete change, ladies and gentlemen. That change is not being taken very well. I haven't even looked at the stronger. Let me see if I can go here. Let's go see. I'll show you guys on the screen what we're talking about. This is crypto, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're talking about. And you could imagine people earning $50, $60, $70, $80 per day and earning $1,500 to $2,000, $3,000 a month, depending on the coin price. So you can understand all last year, this was working flawlessly. And now I just pulled up the stronger price, and sadly, it's $10. That's unattainable situation there, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. And this is what's been happening with crypto. Crypto, the people's money, has been infiltrated by the usual type of people: the banks, the financial institutions, and the scammers. Are they really all different? We don't know. But what we do know is somehow a guy has figured out how to make coins valued around 500 to over 1,000, worth less than $10, losing 99.99% of its value. Go figure. I don't know how that happens, but it's happening, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a travesty. Thanks. I like your strategy. That's what I was thinking of doing. There is no way I'll continue to pay the monthly fees without getting rewards. That's insanity. Exactly, Victor Morel. You have no options at this point. What's up, everybody? Look who's in the house. Andy Ortiz is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here in the house. And he has the icon because it's members only that can be in the chat room tonight. Everybody else, you can watch, or you can join and become a member by hitting the join button. And also, we're going to have to need that sports watch. But he says again, what's up, everybody? And I say, what's up to you too, Andy Ortiz. Long time no see. And that just means the last 2 days. Anyhow, thank you so much for being here once again. Auntie Val, good evening. Auntie O. That's it. Yes, Victor, I agree. Going to squeeze every dime till zero or turn around, whichever comes first. Auntie Val, she's being very, very optimistic. I just don't see how this is sustainable. It's basically everybody's going to be paying the fees to keep some sustainability going. I just don't understand how it's going to go back up, especially after all he's done. Remember, he alienated a large percentage of people even holding the nodes. That's even insane. But nonetheless, this is what happens with the world from time to time, ladies and gentlemen. Evening at Andy O. Victor says, I could not agree with you more. You need to build your cash position and be ready to pull the trigger. I started to commit more dollars into the duffel bag, reduce the amount for stocks and crypto. Exactly, Victor Morel, because this one right here is going to be one dandy of a recession because there is no way out. Here's the way out that they're going to try to do. They're going to try and do what China just did, right? They might reverse themselves and go, hey, let's reduce the interest rate. But if you do that, that's financial suicide for them. And if you increase the interest rate, that's okay because the top 10 percenters, they can always get the loans and get the money at a reduced interest rate. So they'll still be able to extract money even when the economy goes bad. But as individuals, There's more of us than them. So therefore, you need to buy as much real estate that you can get your hands on. That's the bottom line, because that is a bona fide collateral position. Stocks, they're going to come along for the ride going down, ladies and gentlemen. And that too is another opportunity for you to pounce. And speaking of that, today, the stock market, well, you know, there's a little correction down, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I can keep saying. Remember, here in the SSN Nation, I've showed you what happens in the past. Even during the Great Depression, the stock market went like this: down, and then a couple days up, down, and then a couple days up, down, and a couple days up. So people who are just not paying attention, they would see that the stock market's going up, so they would start getting in. And then as soon as they get in, all of a sudden, nobody's really buying it. There's no high demand. And so it starts going back down again. That's what we're at right now. And when the Feds increase their interest rates, let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Is the stock market really going to be happy about this? And in fact, here's what is even more insane: how the financial system is working against you. This is even more insane. The stock market is owned, 89% of the stock market is owned by the top 10% of the richest, right? This is why this is so hilarious. When they increase the interest rate, their loans, everybody's loans, cost you more money. So nobody wants to see these interest rates go up, but yet the stock market will go up when they say we're going to increase the interest rates. How crazy is that? People are holding loans right now. Corporations, companies, top 10 percenters are holding loans right now. They can't afford to have a half a point go up, 1 point go up, and yet the stock market will go up. Unbelievable, right? But we know what that is. That's fake. It's coming back down, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry about that. Moses Tillman's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here with the icon next to your name. And he says, good evening, SSN fam, the first part of his tagline. Thank you so much for being here. I'm pretty sure he'll load it in somewhere later. There'll be a second part to the tagline. We'll see what that is. Leah Dennis is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. I appreciate you being here once again with the icon, and has a long tagline this evening. Good evening, SSN fam. Boss man, Victor Morel, Cool Man, Auntie Val, Victor O. I also received my YouTube notification. Crown me 100% facts. Hey, those are emojis that only members with the icon have. Thank you so much for being here once again. I appreciate it. And so we talked a little crypto right now. Crypto is just being infiltrated. Just keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. It's been infiltrated. So anything that happens at the stock market, crypto follows. That should be your sign. So therefore, you might as well just relax. You can't expect anything crazy to happen in crypto either. Gold, silver, precious metals, somebody's going to have to explain. 20% increase in inflation, gold and silver going down a little bit. Makes no sense once again, unless it's being manipulated. But anyhow, we still are going to win, ladies and gentlemen, because as Victor Marrero said, he's getting himself into cash position. In fact, Victor Marrero, he's acting just like a billionaire. I mean, hold on now. Let me explain. Warren Buffett type billionaire who says he's getting cash ready himself. All the other billionaires, well, one of them wants to buy Twitter, leveraging it with his own stock. Another billionaires, they want to keep buying Bitcoin and then borrowing against it. Buffett is saying, forget all that. I got cash ready, ladies and gentlemen. He says he has his duffel bag of cash ready. What should you be doing with a conservative investor that has been doing this for 60 years, says, I'm going to have a duffel bag of cash? What are you going to do? You should be listening to at least Warren Buffett if you're not going to be listening to me. Come on now, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. I'm leading you to the water. Buffett is listening to me. I'm just messing. I'm messing with you. He's not really listening to me. All I'm saying is you guys have heard me talk about duffel bag of cash for the last 3 years. Buffett, Johnny come lately, has just said it at his Berkshire Hathaway meeting, he said, him and Munger said, we got cash, ladies and gentlemen. We have cash. We don't have crypto. We have cash ready for this bad recession that's going to come down. What can I say? We've been saying this for 3 years. All right. Now, Auntie Val said nodes are capped at 20. After that, no fee, no node. I will not pay another fee until migration. There we go, Auntie Val. That's what I'm saying. The tea leaves have already been written. So there's nothing more you can do. And there goes Moses Tillman's second part to his tagline, left F and go. That's exactly what he's saying. Exactly what we're talking about there, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Good evening, Leah. There we go. All right. Good evening, Leah and Moses T. Nothing but love here in the house, ladies and gentlemen. In case you're not here, when you join us, please, on Monday and Friday, because you can ask questions in the chat room, and members of the channel, they can actually join me on the screen. That's what's so cool about it. Evening, Moses T. and Wilson and Leah D. from Wilson Coo. Andy Ortiz, hello, Auntie Val, Victor, Wilson, Leah. Oh, my goodness, nothing but love in the house here in the SSN Nation. Vanessa Comma Gates in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. Those with the icon are the only ones that can be in the chat room. And she says, hey, Boston SSN fam, got notification. That's 5 people that has received notification. Maybe we're out the doghouse. If anybody's watching this, please smash the like button. And that's so the YouTube guys know that we have something going on in the house here tonight. And don't forget, I'm dropping a video tomorrow about this same subject matter, and you guys are getting a heads up on what's happening. Now, let's get into that thing about what the lady was talking about with regard to Zillow, when she was saying, hey, you know what? They bought 1, 2, or 3 homes for $300,000. Then they bought 4, 5, 6, and 7 for $400,000. They automatically made the price of the neighborhood go up to $400,000, and they increased their value. So each house is $100,000 more, the first 3. They made the value go up to $400,000 more. I mentioned this at the very outset. Do you not see that as manipulation, ladies and gentlemen? Everybody's house in the neighborhood is now $400,000 plus. But Zillow was going to sell the house. So they're $300,000 houses. Now they put this frenzy in. So now ordinary citizens are thinking, I got to make at least a bid for the house, right? $400,000. And then what's happening? Other ordinary citizens are going, we've seen this play out before. We lost out on bids. So we're going to actually offer a little bit more than the asking price. See how it works, ladies and gentlemen? Just like when everything goes up, people are willing to buy in. Just like the opposite, when things are going down, people are kind of afraid and won't buy in, i.e. Bitcoin. Bitcoin, when it was 17,000, 18,000, 19,000, people were like, ho hum, ho hum. Soon as the next week or two, it goes somehow to 23, to 28, to 30. All of a sudden, everybody wants in. Everybody wants in when good times are rolling. You don't want to be that person, ladies and gentlemen. That's why when we start talking about real estate investing, remember when Vanessa Comagate was going out around looking for multifamily properties, and we had this discussion where it was like she was saying she actually made an offer based on investment principles, meaning if somebody says, I want to make 15% on my money, then you have to buy it at a certain value. So she was going to place bids on the real estate that she wanted to buy. And for some reason, out of the blue, people said, I want to pay an extra $50,000, $100,000 more. Now you know who some of those people might have been. Some individuals were still playing the game. They still said, oh, okay, that guy overbid by $50,000. I'll make another bid at $10,000 more than his. But they're not the corporation that had the free money at their disposal, or in the stock market where, again, it's free money at their disposal. Vanessa Comagate said just what she should have done. Hasta la vista. That doesn't fit my investment package. I have to be disciplined. I want to make 15% or 20%, whatever the percent is. I want to make that. So therefore, I can't pay a higher price. That's how you have to think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Everything you're going to buy in America is material object. I might be preaching a little bit tonight. Everything you buy in America is a material object. Anything that is sold is only based on what somebody is willing to pay. So if you have real estate, cars, which I won't get into valuations, but real estate, cars, stocks, if you believe it's worth that much, so be it. But there's some other people that might turn around and like, I don't think it's worth that much, so I'm not going to buy it. In fact, I'll just wait until it comes down, because the bottom line is, whether it's cars, whether it's homes, whether it's refrigerators, whether it's anything, guess what? They still make them. That's the bottom line. They're still making these things. So therefore, all I got to do is wait till the price comes down to my price level. I don't have to go out here and buy anything. You still have a roof over your head. You still have a car to drive. Why do you have to rush out there and worry about it? Just like cars are going to come down in price as well. Everything's going to come down in price, ladies and gentlemen. So now you're going to be able to do a buying frenzy. All right, enough. I probably went off a little bit too much, but let's go talk about it. What's good, Koo Man? All right, look at this. Nothing but love in the house. Moses Tillman says evening. Auntie Val, Vanessa K, Andy O, Koo Man, Victor M, Leah D. My goodness. Right on. Drip is pumping today. This could be the reversal that makes our week. I heard Binance was also being scrutinized by the Fed. There you go. The BNB token took a little hit, possibly for that reason. We can't win. Yes, exactly, Victor Marrero. That news did come out. They are looking at Binance, and quite frankly, I think they're going to have a strong case. There isn't going to be some looking at it. I think there's going to be issues. Remember, Binance already in the United States went Binance.us. But there's some problems with Binance. Binance, we'll pull this up, but there's problems. SEC over BNB token. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. BNB could be unregistered. Oh, that's a death knell. That's a death knell. They waited all this time. That's a death knell if they start talking about this is a security. And an ICO with that's like 4 or 5 years. Dude, that's nasty right there. There it is, 2017, 5 years ago. That's nasty, ladies and gentlemen. You know why. Come on now. Don't be fooled. We're going to look at something else here in a second too. We'll go into the Drip Network. Don't be fooled, ladies and gentlemen. This is pure and simple manipulation. That's what this is. Think about it. When you're out here buying stocks, again, if you want free stocks from Robinhood and Webull, the link is down below this video in the description. Remember, what are stocks in reality? Piece of paper. Would it matter if it was a piece of paper or a coin? I don't know about you, but just because the SEC gives approval doesn't mean that somehow you're secure. All right? This is absurd. Remember what was that? The truck company, Nikola, whatever it was. I can't remember the name of it. They pushed the truck down the hill. The guys were saying this thing works. They're selling stocks on the stock market. Somehow the SEC doesn't arrest this dude like day 5. This is insanity. He's on the stock market. The stock is still being sold. This is crazy. But they're going to go after a crypto that's just like a stock. It's just paper. It's nothing, except in this case, it's electronic. But that just makes you wonder, right? How the financial system works against you, because Victor Morrell said it right. We can't win. They're manipulating the whole play board. The whole monopoly board is being controlled. But the fact of the matter is, money goes into our hands. That's why group economics is going to be major. That's why Kickstarter and crowdfunding has become such a big thing. And it's probably going to be even larger, because ordinary citizens can't win. How are you going to compete against the top 10%ers when they're running the system? It's rigged for them. You're hearing me, ladies and gentlemen. This is why the channel doesn't go out that much. I'm just giving you the real deal, so you're not smoking crack out here thinking everything is fine. That you're thinking you're the one that's all messed up. You're not really that messed up. It's just that the powers that be that you're believing, I go to work, I have a job, I put my money in a 401k, I put my money in a bank, I buy some stocks. You're thinking that's all you're doing. Well, that's not quite all you're doing. All those processes that you're doing, you're giving other people more money than what you're getting. You work at a job. The CEO, the executives get 30, 40, 50 times more than you get. But you're working while they're out playing golf on the yacht, on the boats, traveling around the world, but you're working 40 to 60 hours a week. First thing. Second thing, after you work those 40 to 60 hours a week, you get a paycheck either 1 week, 2 weeks, or a month. Then what do? You go, oh, I want to put my money in the company 401k program. Well, guess who owns the 401k program, ladies and gentlemen? The same top 10 percenters. And then they're using your money to make investments and then charge you a fee and then give you whatever we say you get. Hey, guys, you got 10% this year. But as you know, Gino Chimiente, he's one of those guys that could be running something. He's making well more than 10% per year. And they're doing that using your money. So you're giving it away twice. Then you go, well, I can only put X amount of dollars into my 401k per year. So then what do? You go, oh, I know. I'm going to listen to Eric and all the other guys, even Buffett and all these guys. I'm going to go down here and get my free stocks from Robinhood and Webull. And I'm going to start investing in the stocks. Well, guess who owns those companies, ladies and gentlemen? Stocks are a piece of paper. Worthless. But we're going to give you $500 a share, $100 per piece of paper, $200 per piece of paper, $20 per piece of paper, because you know you're on the New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ Stock Exchange, Standard & Poor's Stock Exchange, because you're on those. You're legitimate. Think about it. You gave your money again to the same guys that have rigged the financial system against you. And those same guys, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? They're holding your 401k, your pension. They're holding your stocks, all right? The value of their company has increased because you're holding them. And guess what they get to do? They get to go out of here and borrow money. That's right. Off of all your money, they borrow and collateralize their entity to borrow money and go out here and buy up 100 homes if they want to increase the value of the home prices because they don't care. It's free money. Oh, and let's go buy some crypto too. You know, I want to be like, Michael Saylor, Michael Strategy. Let's go buy a couple $100 million worth of Bitcoin just in case Bitcoin goes from 30 to 65, or for that matter, 30 to 100,000. So therefore, I got to be on TV all the time talking about you got to buy Bitcoin. It's going to go to $1 million. Come on. He's already holding your money, just like Grayscale's holding people's money. Grayscale, ETF, they buy crypto, ladies and gentlemen. They're holding your money, buying crypto. If it goes down, they don't lose. You do. Because they're charging you a fee every month. All right, I'm getting off the soapbox. We can't win. Exactly, Victor Marrero. It's exactly what I'm saying. What's good, sis? Exactly. What's good, sis? To Professor Auntie Val. Hello, Moses. Good evening to you from Victor Marrero. Victor Marrero says, Andy Ortiz. Hello, sir. Good evening. Let me know what you guys think, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. Hey, Professor Val from Vanessa Comagate. Vanessa Comagate at Moses Tillman. Hey, fam. See, ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing but love in the house. I love it. Victor, the SEC tyranny is a whole other level. Exactly, Professor Auntie Val. And that's why B&B, well, let's just call it what it is. They're going to sit there and for a year. They're going to be in this negotiations. Hey, man, come on. What are you doing? You know why they're going to be in negotiation for that long? Because those guys have, I don't even know what B&B has. They might have $1 trillion. I don't know. But I know they have at least billions, right? They have to have billions. So therefore, they have lawyers that can sit there and string this along indefinitely because the SEC really isn't even over these guys when you really think about it. What the hell is going on in America? Land of the free no longer. Sheesh. Remember, the SEC can only look at sales 5 years ago, just like Ripple. It's a money and power grab. Exactly, Professor Auntie Val, and a little protection for their Wall Street friends. That's exactly what's happening, Professor Auntie Val. Give me a high five on that one, because that's exactly what's going on. This is going down, ladies and gentlemen. And you got to understand, the financial system is working against you, because if BNB, XRP, and any other crypto actually was left alone, we would all be doing great, because the system would have had a whole bunch of more people dumping money in, demanding that they want to buy crypto. So prices would have continued to go up. But the powers that be, the other financial system, will just stay with the stocks and real estate. These guys were worried that those trillions of dollars that are going into crypto, they are not holding anymore. You are, or well, exchanges could be, but nonetheless, you're holding those trillions of dollars, not the bank. You didn't buy real estate, and you didn't buy stocks. Those are the traditional things you're going to have your money in. Now they're going, wait a minute, these guys have trillions of dollars over here. We got to figure out how to confiscate it, even though they're not even under our jurisdiction. But because you're selling in America to American citizens, land of the free, we get jurisdiction, because now we're going to block you, and we're going to make your price go down, because we need our friends to be able to buy it or buy the other coins at cheaper prices. Auntie Val's got it exactly right. Moses Tillman, a lot of these crypto projects run on BNB. Moses Tillman, ta-da, there you go. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Because why didn't they go after Bitcoin? And why didn't they go after Ethereum? Ask yourself. I understand they're going under the guise of the ICO. But really, what's the difference? People are out here shilling, buy this, buy that coin, buy this, buy that coin all the time. What's the difference? Just because I did an ICO versus just a pre-sale? Seriously, this is craziness. If you're not ETH or Bitcoin, you are a target. Oh, Professor Auntie Val, I'm reading your mind. Exactly right. Exactly what I'm talking about. Drip Animal Farm, cryptocurrencies in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream, and only those with the icon like him can be in the chat room. And he says good evening, which is his chat tagline. By the way, Drip Animal Farm cryptocurrency, very nice to see you. And ladies and gentlemen, he has his own YouTube channel. Now, for some reason, they're doing me like they're doing you. I don't receive any YouTube notifications when he uploads videos. Just like Chili Davis, I don't receive his. Just like Mr. Compensation, I don't receive his. It's funny how they operate, ladies and gentlemen, in the land of the free, isn't it? So please make sure you smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. If you want to become a member, please join. Hit that join button. And Drip Animal Farm Cryptocurrency has his own YouTube channel. Go show some love. He shows a myriad of things. He's at a gambling casino. He could be talking about anything on his channel, but show some love. He's part of the SSN Nation. He's been here helping out. So thank you so much again for being here. Good evening, Drip Animal Farm Cryptocurrency. Auntie Val. Ugh. Exactly, Moses Tillman. Yep, exactly. Professor Auntie Val, she's a student of the game, ladies and gentlemen. That's why she has a title professor. And the bottom line is, if you guys have been sticking around, you know what time it is. Remember, only the U.S. has problems with Bitcoin, spot, ETF, XRP, BNB, and others. Funny how the rest of the world has all this figured out. Exactly, Auntie Val. Exactly. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you get your free $10 of Bitcoin if you haven't from Coinbase yet. And if you want $5 of crypto from Webull, the link is down below in the description once again. And at the very, very bottom of the description, please, again, connect with us. You will join the Instagram, the Telegram, the Discord, the Facebook group or page. Join all that, please, ladies and gentlemen. That would be very helpful. But like she says, funny how the rest of the world has all this figured out. What a damn shame. All right. And you guys right here, we have to jump through hoops. We got to still win, even though the financial system works against us. And don't worry, it works against everybody in all countries, because they're doing the same thing in every country. The IMF in Europe is also printing money, as is each government. I don't care if we're in South America and Asia. It doesn't matter where you are. Middle East, they're all printing money. You know why? Because all currency goes to zero. Once you print any currency, even crypto, once you print it, you devalue your currency. That's why they can't last for thousands of years. Just like what's happening with crypto when you lose 99% of your value. Some of these things went to zero. Over 2,000 altcoins have went to zero. In fact, there was a stable coin that went to zero. That tells you. But that stable coin, guess what they did? Luna, they were printing currency, just like what USDT has done. Acted like the Federal Reserve, printing crypto. You know where that's leading, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, don't let me get worked up once again. All righty, let's go. Thank you, Auntie Val. Good evening. Here we are again. Excellent content day. Thank you so much. Drip Animal Farm at Moses Tillman. Most definitely 90% of the projects in my crypto portfolio are on BNB. Exactly. What's more frustrating is the fact that I'm reporting and paying damn taxes on it, so I get jammed up twice. Exactly. Thank you for bringing that up, Victor Marrero. Bringing up another subject matter that is very, very sore. Here it is, like he said. They are messing with BNB, but you already are going to have to pay taxes on it for something that they're trying to jack. And again, reduce the prices, and you got to pay taxes, and the government's doing that. How is this actually helping anybody? Well, okay, like Auntie Val said, it's helping somebody, all right. It's just not us, the ordinary citizens, the OCs. That's exactly what's happening. All right, 45 minutes in, please smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. And also notice we do have the SSN Lifestyle in effect. Please make sure you at least use the link and go check it out, because some things have come up, right? The new benefits. The airport lounge package is included with the Founders Club. Don't get me wrong. We have stuff starting at $0. You can be free referral. Then it goes $149, $399, $599, and then now $27.99. Why? Airport lounge package is included. Also, the 10K jewelry trade line business from Intrigue partnership type of deal. You will automatically, as a Founders Club member, be able to use your up to $10,000 trade line. You do not have to pay the $149.99. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? So therefore, that helps your credit as well. I should just throw that in there. But nonetheless, you now have a place where you can order jewelry and put down 20%, and then they finance the rest. Simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Now I'm going to throw in a little freedom papers I saw from Moses Tillman. Go thing. We are working on them freedom papers. That's it, exactly right, Moses Tillman. We need those freedom papers, and it's getting dire by the week. This thing can implode any given moment like it's 1933 all over again. Just keep that in mind. Your bank could be stealing your money as we speak, preparing to. Good evening, SSN family. Curtis Davis is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. And of course, he's a member of the channel, so he has the icon next to the name, and that's why he can be in the chat room. And he's also known as AKA Chili Davis. I started off the live stream talking about Mr. Chili Davis, and therefore, down below in the description, there's always some free items, but Chili Davis gives you some free information on his channel. Mr. Financials is Chili Davis, ladies and gentlemen, AKA Chili Davis. Go subscribe to his channel. Show some love, because YouTube, once again, is showing no love for SSN Nation affiliation. I'm sorry, guys. But we got to go and help out each other, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't receive a notification from his channel either. But he's got the ABMM tagline, always be making money. That's what we got to do here, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we have to do. Bye, Felicia. Exactly. That's pretty much it. Wow. Obsidian Lion, the code keepers in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here once again with the icon, because he's a member of the channel. Wednesday nights are only dedicated to those with members of the channel that can be in the chat room. Everybody else you can watch, or you can join us on Monday and Friday nights where everybody can be in the chat room. But he says, Eric, man, you've been cooking. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Thank you so much, Obsidian Lion, the code keeper. I appreciate your support, and I appreciate you being here Once again, Curtis Davis, anything that grows too fast like Luna, you must be careful. There you go. Evening at Obsidian from Wilson Koo. So much great info. Thank you so much, Wilson Koo. I appreciate that. Obsidian Line, the co-keeper. Good evening from Professor Auntie Val. Hey, Auntie, showing nothing but love in the house. That's what we do here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, don't get me started on Luna UST. Exactly, Professor Auntie Val. I had to hold back. That's why I had to go back into the comments section. I meant, hey, we know what you meant. Hello, everyone. Let's get this knowledge. DJ Robbie D from Philly. He's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream where only members with the icon can be in the chat room. And please, members, let me know if you received the YouTube notification and or saw the trailer. Hello, everyone. Let's get this knowledge once again. Thank you so much, DJ Robbie D from Philly. I mean, Robbie D Solutions. I'm still going to call him DJ Robbie D Solutions from Philly. We're still going to keep going that route because I thank you for your support and your continued support. Obsidian Line, the co-keeper, says hello, Mr. Koo. Evening, Robbie D. That's what we're doing here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, it's time to show you guys a little fun and games in the sun. Here's what we're going to do. In case you did not see the YouTube notification, I'm going to do the video that I put in a short today. This will also be in the video that's coming out tomorrow. It's already made. You're being robbed in America. That's what it's going to be titled. But you are being financially robbed in America. Just what we're talking about tonight, actually. So here goes another preview. Everybody can see this. Check it out.
Zillow comes in and they buy these houses based on their estimate, okay? So they buy 5 in 30067 for $300,000, and then they buy houses 6, 7, and 8 for $400,000, effectively raising the value of the ones that they paid $300,000 for. What a lot of people didn't pick up, including myself, was they talked Bobby and Susie out of their house at 300. Then they inflated the pricing of 1 through 5, $100,000 by paying $400,000 for houses 6 and 7. But then they effectively priced Bobby and Susie out of being buyers. They've now made Bobby and Susie a renter. They are selling themselves out of the dream of homeownership because somebody has convinced you that it is convenient and easier to sell your house for somebody else to profit on their balance sheet and rent the world back to you. You want to talk about what's really happening in real estate? That is what is really happening in real estate.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how do you like that rundown? Now, here is the funniest thing, though. Remember on Monday night when I went into the mortgage calculator, as I have done several times in the past, where I was showing that, let's just use her example, $400,000 house, right? The price went up. The interest rate, let's call it 4%. But now the price drops down to 275 or 300,000 and interest rate goes up. Now I find out that she had a video that goes against the numbers. Even though she explained that perfectly well, I had to inform her that she is actually incorrect, that she goes, you might want to buy a house at a higher price because the interest rate's going to go up. And when the interest rate goes up, you're going to pay more. I was like, no, that's not what's going to happen. Your house drops in value. Your interest rate can go up at least 3 more points if your house drops at least 30%. You can afford an 8% loan on a $200,000 price drop. Your mortgage is going to be less. Got to do the numbers. But nevertheless, her points about this is on point, ladies and gentlemen. You are being manipulated, whether it's the stock market, whether it's Bitcoin or crypto, whether it's real estate. They're doing the same thing. In stocks, they're called buybacks, company buybacks. They're getting loans from the government, buy back their own stocks. Federal Reserve System. That allows them to buy back their own shares of stock, which means their stock value gets the whole price or go up. They're manufacturing the system, ladies and gentlemen. They're benefiting from it because they hold the most shares. So of course they want the prices to go up because they have I resign money. I resign, they get their packages based on the stock price. That's what it's all about, right? They don't care if they're using your money. They don't care if they get loans. It's simple. All right, let's get back into it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. All right, good evening, DJ Robbie D from Professor Auntie Val. We have 20 people in the house right now. Please smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel and click the all notification bell. But I can't promise you that you're going to get any type of notification because, again, a lot of people are bitching and moaning. I've seen a lot of YouTubers lately bitching and moaning about they haven't been getting their views. Ladies and gentlemen, I just had to comment on a couple guys. I was like, what are you guys bitching about? You got tens of thousands of views per video. Try and get only a couple hundred views per video after you've been on the platform for 4 years almost. Then come talk. Come on now. You guys stop bitching like little whiny crybabies. This is craziness, ladies and gentlemen. All right, are you trying to help people or not? Let's go. Auntie Val, also, I dropped in the newsletter link in the chat room. If you haven't signed up for the email list, please do, because I send out an email when we go live, and I send out an email when when I upload a video. That's just because most of the time, most people we're going to be approaching 14,000 subscribers. I appreciate all subscribers and new individuals that are joining. But the fact of the matter is YouTube doesn't send out anything up until only about 1,000 to 1,500 people. That's it. The YouTube notifications. So don't be surprised that we could have 20, 30 people here online right now talking, and only 5, 6, or 7 people would say they've seen the YouTube notification. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, it's like 10 to 15%. That's all that is even sent out. So that's why I keep asking, because the day when it comes that we have like 50% of the people are saying, hey, I received a notification, then we'll know we're out of the doghouse or whatever we're at, shadow band or whatever the hell nonsense is going on. All right. Love it. Rental work, real estate, selling convenience. Exactly, Curtis Davis. That's how we do it here. That's the whole point. They put it in a loop. We're in the matrix. Can't wait for that whole video. Fire. Thank you, Moses Tillman. It's dropping in the morning, so it'll be on all day. Good evening, Curtis Davis from Professor Auntie Val. All right, Drip Animal, excellent content day. Once again, thank you so much. Interesting at Obsidian Line, the Code Keeper. You are going to get hosed if you listen to the bankers. There you go, Wilson Koo. That's it exactly. Curtis Davis, Mr. Financial. Many people can't do basic math. House, interest. This is why our U.S. education been dumbed down. Only 14 states have approved personal finance in schools. Jesus. 14 out of 50 plus territories. United States, states and territories. Only 14. Of course, because if you become too smart, you're going to be able to replace the bankers. They're not doing anything that you can't do. In fact, I go off tomorrow. I'm going to show you guys what I go off on the video about tomorrow. We're going to talk about it. Here's the Professor Auntie Val. Hello. Here's the newsletter link. It's down below, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna talk some mess right now. Some more mess. Let's get into it because we need to make some more money, right? Okay. We're going to have to make some money. So we're going to have to get into the crowdfunding. I won't be getting up that crowdfunding into the Stop Struggling Now system yet, but we're going to have that up. Remember, 0 to 5% weekly. It'll be in the crypto space, so you can receive crypto or you can receive cash, but nonetheless, it's probably going to be set up to receive crypto because that's easily transferable across borders. That means anybody can get in. I love that. So that's what we're going to do. Hopefully not tomorrow. I got family matters to deal with. So hopefully this weekend I can get that thing up on the channel so we can start our group economics. In case you don't know what that is for Stop Struggling Now and the SSN Nation, that means we're going to do $5,000 increments. The first 5,000, whatever percentage you put in, that's the percentage of the interest you're going to receive, but your interest is still going to be 0 to 5%. The reason why I say 0 to 5%, ladies and gentlemen, do you know what happens when you actually tell people you're going to make money and you're not approved to tell people you're going to make money? That's bad. All right. Don't need the government coming after me. So that's why I say 0 to 5% every week, because if you get more than 0, that's a bonus, right? So that's what I'm going to leave it at. So that's what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, every week. So details will be coming once it's up. I'll do a videos. So it'll be all cool. All right. Let's keep it moving. Here we are at 1 hour in. Please smash the like button. And that's so the YouTube guys know that we're in the house. Obsidian Lion, do the CPI numbers go out Friday? No, I don't believe so. Not the CPI numbers. I believe, let's see, Federal Reserve meeting, June 2022. Yeah, I think that's what's coming up, June 23rd. But that's the bank's stress test. Wait, what's happening? June Fed meeting. So it looks like, no, when's the meeting? Let's see. I thought the meeting was like in 2 days. June 14th and 15th. Yes. Okay. Yes. In the next 7 days, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to know what time it is. All right. You're going to know what time it is. And you know what time it is. They're going to raise the interest rates. Come on now. You guys know how I was advocating for them to do it last September. They didn't. Last December, they didn't. Then in January, they all of a sudden was like, or March, we're just going to do 0.025. What kind of nonsense is this? Oh, March, then they came out proper, 0.5. They should have did 0.5 last year in September. But nonetheless, that's why we're going to win, ladies and gentlemen, because this crumbling empire is going to come crashing down. And even you, the one that's making $40,000, $35,000 a year, you will be able to invest. That's right. Just think about that. All right. And for the record, Obsidian Lion, the co-keeper, the CPI numbers, whenever they come out, it's all a lie. All right. Don't let them fool you. You're using money right now to go buy gas. When I arrived in Georgia, the gas was $3.94. It's $4.39. That's over 10%. So I don't want to hear these guys talking about, well, it's 2% or 5% or whatever. I went to the grocery store. Stuff when I originally got here was $5, $10. The $5 thing is now $6. The $10 thing is now $11.50. This is craziness. So it doesn't matter what the CPI number says by the government. You're spending your own money, and you know what things cost every time you go, and you're looking at the thing going, this went up another 25 cents or $1 or $5. You know, they're all bogus. CPI data Friday, inflation numbers from May. Exactly. All right. Some people are hoping if CPI number decreases on Friday, the Fed on June 14 will pause interest rate. That won't happen. That will not happen. The can is out. The worms are out the can, ladies and gentlemen. The Federal Reserve, if they do some dumb stuff like that, oh my goodness. All I will be saying, not only will I be saying passive income for 2022, I will be saying, let's get this money and hold it somewhere, because when this thing comes crashing down, there's no way they're going to do that. They can't do that. Inflation is running rampant all over the world. The dollar is based on, it's the currency, the worldwide currency. So if there's inflation worldwide, that does no good for the dollar. So they got to put a cap on inflation. So if they do something like that, that would just be crazy. Crazy. Obsidian Lion, the code keeper. You're right. Yeah, that would be crazy. Yeah. So for CPI numbers, don't worry about that. CPI numbers and Federal Reserve meetings, those are for who? They're not for you. Unless, of course, you're a top 10%er, it might be for you. Just remember, Powell and his buddies, they're calling me up, sitting right next to me in the living room. Just remember, all right? They're always going, don't worry, my man, it's all good. They know what they're doing. They're going to give us fake CPI numbers that are going to be lower than what they're not going to come in and say it's 15%, 10%. They're not going to do nothing like that. And then they're going to use soft wording, right? And then they're going to talk raise interest rates. No big deal. Because behind closed doors, they already made deals with the banks and lenders. They have their own rate. They have the consumer rate, and then they have behind closed door rates. They're hardly the same. So that's why you listen to these guys. To them, it's just a number. It doesn't matter. They're not going to loan these guys any money at 5% interest. Come on. They're going to loan money to these guys like 2%, 1.5%. They're not going to loan. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. All right. You're going to get a mortgage loan for 6%. Meanwhile, all the guys on the stock market are going to the Federal Reserve and saying, hey, guys, can I get that loan? And they're going to go, yeah, man, 1.5. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Wake up. You know, in the SSN Nation, we keep it real up in here. It's real out here in the field. We can't have you running around here in la-la land. You got to be making preparations for the real SHIT that's going on. All right, keep it up. Let's go. Yes, the banks versus OCs pay different rates. Exactly. Wow, didn't know that. Yes, Obsidian Line, the code keeper, I know. That's the whole reason. It's all like a thing that's hidden. You have to actually go search. And even when you search, they lie to you like the government gives you stats. They tell you what the Federal Reserve is buying. The Federal Reserve tells you, oh, I bought this debt. I gave this bank loans. They paid me back this. Is that for real or not? We don't know. But you can bet the bottom dollar that these guys are sitting there doing backdoor deals. How else are you able to generate billions of dollars and trillions of dollars? Think about it. It's not easy to generate billions of dollars out of this. You got to have some crazy system in order to do that. All right? Think about it. I hate to break the news to everybody, but this is why you have to stop struggling now. This is part of the reactionary situation. You have to understand what's going on. Even when you know what's going on, it's still hard to get up to speed and stay ahead of the game because there's too many levers going on. Just because you said, hey, I have $1 million. 2 years ago, you had $1 million. You're going, I'm good. The stock market's going up. My 401k says I have 1.3. Okay, well, what happens when the stock market dropped 30%? You don't have 1.3 anymore, right? You're under $1 million now. And somebody says, hey, you know that little drive in our vacation when we used to go down and drive 500 miles and go on vacation? That 500 miles is going to cost you $250. 500 round trip. Just in gas. Whereas 3 or 4 years ago, it was $150. Dude, come on. Your $1 million ain't going that far anymore. All right? I'm just saying. So just think about it, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we have to stay diligent here. And that's why we always have to discuss how we're going to be making money and passive income. And you have to change up, just like now. This year, I said group economics for SSN Nation members. This is why I had to start SSN Lifestyle, because there's going to be people out here that's going to be sitting there going, wait a minute, what am I going to do? I don't have any way to do anything. You're not going to be sitting there being able to get in touch with people and they say, hey, you want to invest in this new startup potentially? How are you going to find out about this? You're not generally, unless you're in the stock market IPO industry or with a law office, but yet you're supposed to have a gag order, but somehow you leak it to your friends, or you know somebody that's actually starting a company and they are saying, here, help you out. Let's go. Chip in $10,000 and I'll let you get our first set of shares before we go to the VCs. All I'm saying is it's getting crazy, ladies and gentlemen. All right, slowly but surely, drip continues to pump. We'll see if the DCA dollar cost averaging buying was the right thing. Okay, Victor Marrero, since you keep mentioning it, let's go look. Let's go look. We have Drip Animal Farm cryptocurrency in the house. Drip network price. Let's see what's happening here. Huh. $11. Holy smokes. That ain't 30. I haven't even went over to check out Drip, but it went up 20%. Wow. It dropped all the way down to $9. Holy smokes. I think the last time we looked at it was around 20 or so, right? 19, 20, something like that. Let's go see what it was. Yep, 19. So yeah, last time we looked was like 3 weeks ago. It was around 19, 20. It dropped 50% past that, and now it went up 20%, and there's some pump happening. But why the pump? Why the pump? Let's go over here to the right side and go see what we have here. Let's go see. I'm going to look at some tweets of all things. Barter time. Okay, people in here doing all kind of. Why such a price difference between here and their website? Huh. Drip morning from now on. Buy now or buy at all-time high. People just love get-rich schemes, I guess. At this point, you should only be compounding. That's all I can suggest. Let me know what you're doing, Victor Marrero. Drip Animal Farm, cryptocurrency. Let me know what you're doing. This is crypto, ladies and gentlemen, in case you're new here. We have talked about this before. Let me see. I have somebody at the front door, which is interesting. Here we go. Oh, that's not good. I don't have what I'm looking for. So what I'm going to do is, anybody wants to join Drip community, you can search the channel. You can find the Drip. This is Joshua Felder was kind enough to make a video, and that's his link. The other one I don't have. I don't have Drip Animal Farms, but I will find it just in case. They have a bunch of things going on. The other one, let me see if I still have Marrero's handy for his B&B farmers. Let me see if I have that one. No, I don't have that one. Oh, I do have Earn Your Free Bitcoin. The link is down below. How? It's mining, but it's using your computer. I've talked about this before on every live stream. The link is down below, so go check it out. All right. But yeah, I don't have Drip Animals handy at the moment, but we'll go get it. How about that? All right. How about that one? I'll do some other things here. All right. Just a second. Let's see if I can pull this out from somewhere. But nonetheless, let me know what you guys are thinking. Do you think interest rates are going to go up? Let me know. Do you think interest rates are going to go down? Let me know. Or they're not going to increase the interest rates. What do you think the Federal Reserve is going to do? Let me know what you think. Because I would be shocked if they did. Well, look, you know what China has done? Quite shocking. Quite shocking what they've done. They increased their interest rates. Decreased their interest rates in an inflationary environment, which is very, very interesting because I like what they're thinking. That is the weirdest thing. I love what they're thinking because doesn't it make sense that you would try to decrease the interest rate when there is inflation? But actually, by doing that, they're allowing the rich to get cheaper loans to buy the higher price assets. That's all they're doing. And just like the lady said in the video that I ran, they can, with free money, be able to buy inflated assets and then turn around and tell you you're renting from me and then raise the rent 25 to 50%. And you can't do a thing about it. So that's what China is going to be doing to their own citizens. So they're going to be a ghost town. They're going to implode eventually as well. But nonetheless, that's a serious, serious situation, ladies and gentlemen. Too serious. All right. Let's see what's happening now. All right. Let's go. Okay. Did you see the stock CSE benefiting from merger with Redbox? Analyst price target is 22, currently at 7. Yeah, I don't know who CSSE is, but I know Redbox is dead. What I mean by that is I don't think Redbox had its moments, but I think with streaming, why do you need to go to pick up something out of a Redbox? That's all I can say. Now, regarding CSSE, I am not familiar with this company. I don't think. I don't have the shares. I'm sure of that. Chicken Soup. No, that's Chicken Soup for Soul Entertainment. That's probably best known for DVD dispensing. So they bought Reds. What? That doesn't even make any sense. Why would they buy Redbox? Huh. They're an entertainment and media company. Why would they? Okay, that doesn't make sense. Redbox Entertainment. Are you saying they made a deal? I don't see it. Chicken Soup for and Soul Entertainment is $7. But if they are actually doing some business together, I don't understand how that actually helps. I mean, what are they going to have people going to their locations to get Redbox? I don't see how that works. But maybe I'm missing something. But thanks. Somebody can actually go and check it out. Let's see what he's got going on here. I'm going to get out of that. Let's go. Uh-oh. Looks like we got a little looks like I'm stuck a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. This is interesting. Looks like I was stuck for a minute. Let's see what he's saying. Oh. Over 200% upside. 200% is 2 times the money to 14. But Obsidian Lion Code Keeper, are you basing what the analyst price target is? Is that what you're basing this on, the 200%? So I would give a suggestion. I would suggest you figure out what the actual price target is. That's what I would suggest. Don't worry about what analyst says, because analysts, they get it wrong. All right. And you know what the market conditions are right now. You do understand Redbox is on the outside looking in. Why run down to a Redbox to pick up a DVD and have a DVD player when you don't need none of them? You don't need either one of them to get the latest movies. They have new movies coming out and now streamed sometimes. Redbox doesn't have those. You have specific streaming only content, whether it's Amazon, whether it's Stars, that's not on Redbox. And Redbox is not $1 anymore. So again, you go get 3 or 4 Redboxes, $4 or $5, that's a streaming service for a month. So I don't understand if it's worth it. Well, I buy 1 drip per day for DCA. I also compound twice a day for 6 days. I take profits once a week. Victor Marrero. Here's the question, though. You're doing DCA, so does that mean you're buying at the $10 level, the $11 level? He's saying he's buying 1 drip per day. So the answer is yes. He's compounding twice a day and then taking profits on the 6th or 7th day. 7th day, Sunday, he's taking profits. That's one way to do it. But what's going to happen when the B&B price goes half? Does actually, in fact, anybody that's in drip, does the B&B price have anything to do with the drip price? That's what I want to know. I don't know. Because I am not in drip. Let's go. Here we are. He's saying, I'm compounding drip to cash out next year. All right, Moses Tillman's in drip. Yes, rates will go up. Obsidian Line, the code keeper. I agree. I bought a couple drip over the weekend. Moses Tillman bought some more drip as well. And Dream Miller's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here with the icon. And since the woman is here of the hour, you know what comes next, ladies and gentlemen. After she says her tagline, good evening, Eric and SSN family. Good evening to you too, Andrew Miller. But you guys know what's coming next. This is SSN University, SSN Academy, the No Guru Zone. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. There's a reason it's a no guru zone, because we're trying to make money here. I don't need you to spend or send us money when you could use those bullets to make investments, to start a business. Why not do that? Take that risk, ladies and gentlemen. Everything you could almost get online for free, and accept the intuition, accept the knowledge, and explain again. Just because I can tell you I've made X amount of hundreds of thousands of dollars on Airbnb doesn't mean you can do it. So I could make a course to tell you what to do, but you may not have the same intuition. You may not sit there and study and say, hey, when's the high prime time season at this location? And therefore I need to raise the prices up this much. There may be these little nuances that can't be told in a book. And everybody has a different drive system. So therefore, you may not be able to duplicate what I wrote down in a book, even though I made millions. Maybe you can't. That's the difference. All right. Just saying, ladies and gentlemen, that's why we're the No Guru Zone. So if you have questions or anything, that's why you can always ask them here in real time. All right. Here we go. Yes, Redbox does streaming in the box around. Basically, all these small caps companies are merging to make them stable. Yeah, exactly. That's all they're doing. I agree with you on that. Victor M., did you hear about Avarice? Okay, never heard about that. Surf Air Mobility merged with THCA. All new private company are trying to hide SPAC plays. By any means, get your company listed on exchange, NASDAQ. Yeah, if you can get listed, then you have free money coming in, because a stock is this. It's nothing. It's thin air. So, but it didn't cost you thin air money to create your company or be even listed on the stock exchange. That took real money. So now they're using paper so they can get that real money back. So, and then use that paper money, stocks, as collateral, like Elon Musk uses and Michael Saylor uses. They use stocks to buy some other companies or get additional funding for whatever projects they want. You're right, Erica, sitting in line, the co-keeper. Thank you so much. I like SoFi as my small cap stocks and ChargePoint, but you must be careful. These stocks are under $10. Lots of volatility up and down by 10%. Exactly. I love SoFi. I mean, I said it before, any of those, SoFi, Affirm, Upstart, any of those, the economy is going to get bad. People are going to be looking for that 6-month, 0% interest mini loan. That's what those companies do. So I think you should hold some SoFi. I do. Come on now. Airbnb about execution, not just reading a book or taking a course. Exactly, Curtis Davis. Because what's not in the book is things like, I have this guy goes, how come you don't sell stuff in New Orleans anymore? And I said, because they changed the rules. I gotta file like I'm a hotel with these guys. And so I said, I can't do the same thing I did before. Yeah, revenue's going down for sure, because that was one of the great places to have a spot. 2 years ago, I made a video about it. Well, that same video that I made, you can't use New Orleans anymore as an example, because they changed it where you have to have licensing. You can only do X amount of days. In some locations, they made it where Airbnb is allowed, but for only 30 days minimum stay. I mean, all these rules are changing. And if you write a book and have people buy your courses, there's no way you can stay on top of this. You have to write another edition damn near 12 times a year. And so people can't do what you were able to do. Just like right now, what's happened. All these people that were telling people with Airbnb, go out here, lease a condo, lease a house, and then sublease it, so to speak, rent it out on Airbnb, unbeknownst to the owner. Well, rules came out with that too. They said, hell no, you can't do that. Cities and states started making laws. You can't do that. But all these dudes, they charge $5,000 for their courses. Just a year and a half ago, people were paying $5,000, $2,500, and now they can't even do what their courses was telling people to do. So I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, that's why you have to understand the economy is always a moving target. Good evening, Andreen Miller from Professor Auntie Val. Lots of love, Mr. Cole. Hard facts. It's all contracts or paper. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Moses Tillman set from Victor Moreau. Yes, I heard about Avarice. Don't know the details yet. Sounds like Freeway US Superchargers, which I am already invested on. Oh, yeah. In fact, Victor Marrero, a lot of people weren't here the other day when you mentioned that ETF that you're in that had almost all of the EVs. Why don't you drop that in the chat room for everybody? Because that's another one that people should be checking out. Blessings, Auntie Val from Andreen Miller. All right. And to you, my friend, nothing but love. Lots of love. The rules of millionaire plan changes every 12 to 24 months. Taxes, city and states update their game plan. Exactly. Cities, states, and governments do not make money, ladies and gentlemen. The only way they make money is the same way hedge funds get money. You have to give it to them, except with city, states, and government. They don't need you to volunteer. They just extract. They're just going to add the tax. You're just going to have to pay it. You don't have a say in that. So that's the difference. All right. And that's why you need to have your own businesses, because that's the only way that you can dictate how much you're going to pay in taxes. Businesses get expenses reduced, right? You get your expenses, they reduce your tax liability. That's as simple as it gets. That's why millionaires, billionaires, just like we talked about on Money Making Monday, that's why they get more and more businesses, because it's easier to write off taxes, and it's also easier to be an employee of your company. And then you say, hey, I don't get paid. I'm volunteering. I have stock options with my company. My stock options are going to be valued at $5 million. I can borrow against my stock options. See how this works, ladies and gentlemen? Come on. I'm giving you a little playbook right there. You're paying somebody thousands of dollars just for that little wording I just gave. Rewind. All right. Wilson Koo, evening at Andreen Miller. It's government versus you, or government versus LLC. Get smart with the business. There you go. That's it exactly, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you have to think about. All right. 1 hour, 27 minutes in. Please smash the like button if you like what we're talking about. Always, please subscribe to the channel. But that's not enough. You're going to have to click the all notification bell. And oh, by the way, that's not enough. You're going to have to go down below in the description and sign up for the newsletter at the very bottom of the description. Why? Because the YouTube gods only give out 10% of the people of subscribers. They give out a YouTube notification. That's it. We're approaching 14,000 subscribers. So I want to thank everybody for being here, for your support, for watching the videos, watching the live streams. But I remind you, please share the videos, because you could help who knows who. 1 person, 3 people, 5 people. The march towards financial freedom is going to be very, very hard in this future, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So let's go. I think you're talking about ETF VOOG or index FXAIX companies. VOOG, that's the one. That's the one right there. VOOG. It might be, I'm trying to think I don't know for sure. Hold on. No. I was talking about Drive ETF myself, but that's not even the one. Let me go see VOOG. I think that's the one, because it actually has EVs in them. So that's what I was referring to. So it's probably VOOG. That is probably the one. That's the S&P 500 Growth Index Fund. and they probably included in there. Just so everybody knows, the funny thing that he mentioned the VOOG. VOOG for everybody on podcast. Guess where their 52-week low is almost at? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine the 52-week low. They're on the border. They're only $10, $15 more than their 52-week low. Imagine if somebody tells you that it's going to go below their 52-week low. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I believe is going to happen. So you still have plenty of opportunities to get into these ETFs, because that's where you basically want to be when things go bad, because they have all your money. So they can make profit even when the economy is bad. All right, Victor, got you. Okay. Did you hear the Walmart Family Trust just bought the NFL Broncos? You got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Wow. How? This is not surprising, because again, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I've been trying to talk about this whole time. They are able to get loans and monies that allow them to do stuff like this. How much did they buy the Broncos for? Oh, let me guess, a couple billion. Sheesh. Yep, here it is. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 4.65 billion. Do you know what that means? Okay, remember at the start of this live stream where I showed you where the lady said, first you buy a couple of properties worth 300, then you go overboard and buy something for 4.65 billion. Do you not understand then how much are the LA Rams going to be worth? How much are the New York Football Giants going to be worth? How much are, come on, Denver? They're not even a top 5 media market. So that means every football franchise now is going to be valued at damn near 4 billion or more. This is insane. This is crazy. But look here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Walton Penner Group, her husband Greg Penner, Melody Hobson, co-CEO of Ariel Investments, and chair of the board of the Starbucks Corp, and a director of JP Morgan. You don't think you can get the funding for this, ladies and gentlemen? So you see, they're going to be able to buy it for whatever they want to buy it for and not even really have to use their money. Isn't this beautiful? Jesus Christ. 4.69 billion. And Forbes has estimated Walton's net worth at 59 billion. They could have just bought it themselves. But as you guys know, you should not be using your own hard-earned cash. Look at this. Carolina Panthers held the record for most paid for an NFL franchise at 2.3 billion. You see what just happened, ladies and gentlemen? Let me see if I have this on the screen. Yes, you guys are seeing this. You see what just happened? Here it is, right here. 2018, the Panthers, 2.3 billion. All right. The New York Mets in 2020 was 2.4 billion. How do you go to 4.65 billion? Well, you know, when you have 0% interest for like 3 or 4 years, when you're able to get loans at damn near 1%, you can overpay for anything you want. How do you think a European country at negative interest rates bought Anheuser-Busch for some ungodly amount of money? See the advantages that I'm talking about that you will never have. This is exactly what the problem is. So now you
Literally
understand
Balling is the title
they
of my
have
art
just
studio.
increased the price.
I'm trying to build layers of meaning into each
what's
piece.
this? Oh, okay.
Showing people that basketball
They have
actually
their
can be a
stuff
platform
playing
for
here.
community
Hold
to
on.
come together.
So you can understand just what we're talking about right now. It's got awfully hard to stay ahead when you have people that can pull levers like this and buy something for 4.65 billion, double what the last property was bought at or the last team was bought for, which was a record at that time. This is ludicrous, ladies and gentlemen. And the beat goes on. And the beat goes on. This is incredible. Yes, I heard something about that, Curtis. Yeah, 4.65 billion, and the Carolina Panthers record in 2018 was 2.3. 4 years, double the price. Broncos, yes, and pretty much going to pay cash, probably. I doubt if they pay cash, though. All assets are inflated. This similar to when Clippers went on sale 2014. Oprah, Microsoft CEO, Bombers all overpaid, bid for the team. You know why they can overbid for the team? Because they already know that that sets a value. So in order for another group to come in, the other group's going to have to pay more than 4.65 or at around 4 billion. So keep in mind, this is an asset. I can already borrow against my asset that I just bought. So if I ever run into a pinch, I can always say, hey, I'm gonna borrow against my Denver Broncos ownership, which, probably won't happen. But all I'm trying to say is this is exactly what this video is all about, how the financial system works against you. You can't look who the people are that's involved. They're all literally billionaires or high 7-digit millionaires, right? It's not like ordinary citizens can sit around here and get a piece of the Denver Broncos. This isn't Green Bay, all right? Come on. And when Green Bay ever dissolves their situation, which I don't know if they ever would, but that's a cool situation that they do up in Green Bay where the citizens can own part of the team. But sooner or later, one day, somebody's going to say $5 billion and somebody's going to go, oh, hell yeah, we're going to take our money. I mean, it's just a matter of time. It'll be up there. Maybe one day a team's going to sell for $6 billion. And one of those teams could be Green Bay Packers, for instance, right? But right now, this is what's going on. I keep saying this, ladies and gentlemen, the rich are going to keep getting richer because they're the ones that can buy the assets, the overvalued assets that generates money. Remember, Denver Broncos generates money. Hundreds of millions of dollars a year, profits. All right, just keep that in mind. Things just keep getting worse. Exactly. It's all a big fake monopoly game. Close friends with the bank. Each transaction adds 1% tax to firm managing the deal. There you go. Everybody's got to get their points. You start thinking about it, ladies and gentlemen, 4.65, and you say, I'll take a half a point. Kickback. Well, I call it kickback. They'll just call it 0.5% a point. But I mean, what's $100 million or so, What's $500 million? What's $50 million? Come on. Think about it. Things just keep getting worse. You got that right. How much you think the Cowboys are worth? Exactly, Moses Tillman. That's exactly my point. This has increased all the stalwart entities in the NFL, the NBA, and baseball and hockey even. This resonates. But in football, these guys are fat cats right now. They're all sitting there. In fact, they're calling, the Waltons and the Penners, and they're going, hoo-hoo, welcome to the party. Thank you so much. You just doubled our franchise's value. We appreciate it. Welcome. We throwing you a party in New York next week. Hope you can make it. Sheesh. Lots of love. It's a point. Exactly. Don't hate the player. Learn the game. And the game is crooked. There you go, Vanessa Comagate. Vanessa Comagate. She says learn the game. That's all we can do, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we talk about here and Stop Struggling Now. We're trying to teach you some game. And due to what she's saying, don't hate the player, learn the game. We have to have our own tricks for the game. That's the whole point. Because the game is crooked, but we're going to maneuver around the game because we need to make our own mark, right? We can't go down with the ship. This is a Titanic situation financially, globally, and it's affecting billions of people. And in America, we're going to be affected. Everybody around the world is. And this consolidation to the top is getting very, very bad. Again, there are less than 3,500 billionaires on the planet. They control over 70% of the wealth worldwide. Just those guys. Those guys just bought the Denver Broncos. I hope you understand what I'm saying here, right? And just like, I don't know who was saying it, but who was talking about the LA, the Bombers, Oprah, and all those guys, Mr. Financial. These guys are billionaires too, that paid at the time 2.3, 2.4, which was a record on the NBA scale. And now this 4.65. But we have a bad economy, ladies and gentlemen. It's very, very bad economy out here. So what are we going to do? We make other maneuvers, like Vanessa Kamagata said. Exactly right. There you go. At Vanessa, you got it right. That's exactly right, Moses Tillman. Auntie Val, Jerry Jones will never take less than 10 bill. Exactly. He knows that. He's right. I wouldn't either. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If you have the Denver Broncos, who's not even in the, I don't even think they're in the top 10 media market. You got the Denver Broncos at 4.65. How much are the Rams worth? The Chargers worth? The New York Giants? I mean, Miami Dolphins. I mean, what are we? Houston. I mean, come on. All these teams that have a higher media market rating, they're clearly all worth more than 4.65. This is silly. San Francisco, 49ers. Again, you start talking about these top 10 media markets in Denver, this is insane. This is insane. What's next? What's next? Holy smokes. And I agree with Professor Auntie Val. It's going to be like, yeah, the Cowboys are, if somebody approached Jerry Jones, she's probably right. I wouldn't doubt it. He would be going, I'm worth double what Denver is. So I wouldn't doubt that at all. And Vanessa, you got that right. All business can be based on present value and future value, sometimes based on revenue and unknown assets. Exactly. Vanessa, trademarks and intellectual property patents. That's too. Very well, Mr. Financial. I've learned part of the game. It's who you know. Vanessa Comagate, that helps as well. It definitely helps who you know. That's part of the growing up in business and doing business all over the planet. It is who you know. Curtis Davis, facts. Stay near the money, meaning the banks. You got that right. Hey, facts. The Broncos stink. You skipped the Bucks. What's up with that? Victor Marrero. Hey, Victor Marrero, Tampa's not in the top. They're not in the top 20 media market either. But you know what? That means the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are now worth $3.5 billion. Come on. This is craziness that just happened right now. Not even an increase in 20 or 40%. They just said, F it, 100% increase from the record high of 2.3 just 4 years ago. It's worth double. This is crazy. Oh, my. Victor, close. Hell. The Philadelphia Eagles from DJ Robbie D are now worth $4 billion. This is insanity. This is just insane, ladies and gentlemen. And quite frankly, you know what does this is the media market. You have to give credit to all the franchises, the commissioners, everybody that's doing it, the commissioners, the players. They're doing their worldwide. They're getting players from overseas, so the rest of the world. And so you're able to do what they're doing on TV. You're able to stream. But if you want to stream to, let's say, China, it costs you hundreds of millions or $1 billion. If you want it in the Eurozone, that's another few $1 billion to televise our games. Once you start building upon these billions and billions and billions, next thing you know, your organization may be earning $10 billion a year free and clear, and you're dispersing it amongst owners. And the owners are sitting there going, thank you very much for that $75, $100 million a year. How else do you think in any sports that they can pay players 20 million, 10 million, 5 million? And in football, not that many people are making the 10 to 15 million. The superstars make the money. But the rest of the guys, okay, trickle down theory. Some dudes are getting paid $1 million a year. Some are getting paid $2 million a year. But the fact of the matter is, how else are you going to get these contracts that says guaranteed $20 million, overall contract $75 million in football? It's because they have these TV contracts. The owners are getting $100 million a year. I don't know what the real numbers are, but they're getting a set number, and that's what the salary cap is based on. And so if you're getting $100 million a year, then you can spend up to 70, 80, 90 million dollars on the salary cap. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's free money. You're just putting, and that's why some owners do not care what product they put on the floor. There's owners, I'm going to get banned like Charles Barkley with the MJ thing. I'll use Charlotte. Here you have MJ on the court. The dude was a beast. Win by all costs, pretty much. Tried to motivate his teammates, whether his motivation factor was yelling and screaming at his teammates. It worked. For some, it didn't work for others. But yet, as an owner, he's not putting in that same energy. He's not trying to win at all costs. And he doesn't take criticism very well. When you go, what are you doing? As a player, you want it to be the best. As an owner, you're not trying to be the best. What's going on here? And so when people criticize, you have to ask yourself, why does he not care about winning a ring as an owner? Well, it's easy and comfortable when they're sending you 60, 70, 80 million dollars a year for not winning a ring. And you don't have to pay people. So let's just roll. So think of it that way. And that's why you have franchises that are trying to win who will go over the salary cap, some of the owners, they're billionaires anyhow. They say, okay, so what if I have to spend an extra $200 million or $150 million? We want a ring. We want stuff in the rafters. So you have to ask yourself, that is the same system that works right now amongst us. How come somebody's willing to settle and just go ho-hum, and another person's putting the floor pedal to the metal and going, hey, I want to win. I want to learn. I want to do this. I want to try to be the best. The same thing applies. It doesn't really matter how much money you have in your pocket. If you're the person that wants to always win and want to do things, then do it. If you're not, then you won't do it. All right, enough about that. Let's go. The Bucks, the Eagles. All right, all the billionaires call each other's, yo, we just got a raise. Exactly. That's just what happened. Can you imagine? I would imagine 30? There's probably 30 teams now. I don't even really watch sports that much. There's probably 30 teams. All 29 called up and said, yo, just what he said. Thanks for the raise. Thanks for the asset raise. We appreciate it, man. We were just trying to figure out how we were going to expand our stadium. Thank you. I'm like, good God. The banks and investment firms, watch who's got the most toys or assets. The broker like Walton's got the cash, credit. Yep. I guarantee this deal was closed way before the other bids came in. Exactly. You got that right. Exactly. Chili Davis, you speaking true, brother. The deal was done. Exactly, Vanessa Comagate. You guys got that exactly right. Remember, the owner of the Bucks owns Manchester United. The Bucks are worth more than you think. Sale would be a package deal. Oh, well, I will say this. The Manchester United is worth billions. The Bucks are worth billions. And if that was a package deal, then you would see something incredible. You would see double-digit billions bought for both, guaranteed. That would almost be like the New York Yankees and the Bucks being sold together. That would be crazy. Hey, what's up, Lola's B Van fan? Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. But there's something weird from Twitch. Hey, what's up? Even though you can't be a member of the channel from Twitch, you're still in the house because you're on the Twitch platform. Thank you so much for being here. The deal was done at the Walton's Family Barbecue. You get it? Exactly. Vanessa Comagate. Yes, ma'am. All right. Some people really think they push vaccines just to make money. Shaking my head. All of these conspiracy theorists are ruining the country. Lola's B fan. Hey, conspiracy theory exists, except now there's platforms out here. And that's the damn shame of it all. All we know is the numbers with regard to vaccines and vaccinations. We know 99% of the people that are in the ICU are unvaccinated. That's all you really need to know. Regardless of what you think, that's the numbers. And there you go. If you don't want to be vaccinated, it's fine. But remember, being vaccinated could help you if you do catch it. But 99% of the people in ICU due to COVID are unvaccinated. All right. So since you brought it up, I had to bring that up. And that may be why I'm on the SHIT list. Lola B. Fan. Welcome to the SSN Nation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 1 hour, 50 minutes in. Please smash the like button. If you do like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel, click the all notification bell, and then go down below in the description and find the newsletter link. So that way you can sign up for the email list. I don't spam you. All right. I don't spam you. So there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. We're going to wrap this up shortly. This was a very awesome live stream. Once again, so much input, so much material, so much information. Wow. It's been one hell of a ride tonight. Appreciate everything you're doing, brother. Keep on living. Thank you so much, Lola SB Fan. I still can't get it. Lola SB Fan. Thank you so much. All right. Appreciate it. And thank you for your support, for coming in, hitting that chat button. We appreciate it. And make sure, everybody, share the videos. Now, let me see what I wanted to talk about here. This is something that came from Chili Davis, ladies and gentlemen. Earlier today, it's going to be in tomorrow's video, but I will preview a little bit of it tonight. Let me, hold on a second. I don't want to use that one. I want to use this one. Nope, I don't want to use that one. Let me see if I can find it. I want to give credit where credit is due. DUNYZ. That's who we're going to give credit to. So we were talking about the Broncos, but how about this, ladies and gentlemen? This is very, very interesting here. Remember when I told you you're going to need to make more money? Remember when I kept saying that? Well, in New York, they know exactly what I'm talking about now. Check this out. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. This is going to be crazy. Check this out. Let me see. Do I have this on screen yet? Nope, don't have it on screen. Look at this. Look at this. Do you see this? Courtesy of Chili Davis. Manhattan landlords rejecting single tenants who don't make over $155K because rates are going up, just like San Francisco rates. $3,000 for an apartment, studio apartment, 1 bedrooms, could possibly be $4,000 a month, $50,000 a year, or $40,000 a year. And remember, you got to make 3 times that, so you got to make at least 120. And then, heaven forbid, if you have any loans or anything outstanding, so that's all going to count against you. So that's how they're coming up to roughly about $155K. Now, keep in mind, who could buy $5 million, $10 million, $20 million apartments? Of course, the top 1%ers. And then the 1%ers can raise the interest rate 38% over the course of 1 year. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. 1 year, almost a 40% increase in rental rates. How crazy is that? This is just getting I don't know what to tell anyone anymore. We talked about this for 4 years almost. I've been online 4 years. I've been under suppression from YouTube for 4 years. So therefore, you guys who are here and everybody that was before you that was in the SSN Nation, you guys knew about what was going to happen in 2018. When I first came onto the scene and I was saying they're printing money. This is what's going to happen. The interest rates are going down. This is what's going to happen 2 to 3 years from now. This is what's going to happen. Make sure you line yourself up with the passive income. Start your own businesses. Have some sort of revenue coming in. Multiple streams to live your dreams by Miss 24 streams of income. Melanie Bonita used to say. So just keep all that in mind, because this is what's going on out here, ladies and gentlemen. You can't escape. All right. Now, let's get this shirt right. You can't escape, but make sure you go to stopstrugglingnow.com. Get your t-shirts. They all have different sayings. Emerging millionaire, CEO of my life. Hard work equals entrepreneur. No fear, no excuses. Because right now you're going to need no fear, no excuses, because it's going to be hard if you see the stock market go down another 1 or 2 percentage points over the next 3 days. You're going to be like, wait, what's going on? Your stock portfolio going down, your crypto portfolio going down, real estate, you start realizing is going down, foreclosures are going up. You're sitting there going, holy smokes, your head's going to start spinning. But there's one thing in your mind. Make sure you keep continuing to go full pedal to the metal for those extra streams of income. Even if you can't do it, you got to try. All right, because you don't know where you're going to find yourself a year from now with regard to inflation, with regard to even money, credit, what that's even going to look like. A job, if you have one now, businesses as you know it is going to change. Everything's going to be different a year from now. All right, so you're going to have to put some things in the can right now. All right, the PGA has a new computer. What is that? 45? Invitational funded by Saudi people are complaining. Oh, LIV. Yeah, I heard about it. And they're trying to pay somebody to come over there, like Tiger and all them guys. How crazy is that? Vanessa, yeah, the barbecue was on fire. I appreciate all that you do. Thank you so much, DJ Robbie D Solutions, Curtis Davis. You guys are cracking me up. Yes, I just read that. It's crazy. Yes, it's real crazy. And it's getting worse. Just what we predicted, ladies and gentlemen. You guys knew this prediction was coming. This is why we talked about passive income, assets last year. That's why we talked about the streams of revenue, the passive income, everything like anything that had to do with positioning ourselves to win. That's all we can do, because there's not going to be a windfall where somebody wakes up and taps on the door and says, hey, you know what? I'm going to allow you to borrow $500 million. That's not going to happen. $10 million. You can borrow that to go for your dreams. That's not going to happen. All right. But what can happen is you start your own business, and shout out to Opus Virtual Office. The link is down below in the description. How did I forget about that? You start your business, but don't start it from your home. It's crazy out here these days. Don't use your home address for your business. Use a business address for your business, and use Opus Virtual Office. It's $99 a month. That's an expense. So it's a write-off. And once again, there's nothing more than when somebody calls up and says, hello, this is your XYZ company. And then they can say, hey, I'll transfer you to the person, which would be you. And it's a business line. It's on 411, and it's on the internet as a business address and everything. So you don't have to worry about some crazies, because the world is going to get a lot crazier too, ladies and gentlemen. Guns, grub, bullets. What can I say? That's just the way it is. And I'm going to wrap this up tonight, but I'm not going to wrap it up before one last thing, because I'm going to sit here and start talking mess, because I was going to do this earlier, but I was just delayed a bit, because I'm talking mess in the video that comes out tomorrow. And this person is also Paul Tudor Jones. I don't have anything against him. All right. Just so you guys have the record. I don't have anything against the man. But the way our system is built, I just find it appalling that this is allowed to continue. And us as American citizens, as in us here in the SSN Nation, you have every right to make investments yourself. You don't have to send it to insurance. Or I want to show you something, and I find this in the video tomorrow. I'm going to show you something. Billionaire Paul Tudor Jones loads up on these 3 high yield dividend stocks, FCPT, OUT, and STOR, 3 dividend stocks. All right. That's what they make an article on this guy for. Okay. I'm just going to put it this way. Let me do it another way too. I'm going to put it this way. The total, ladies and gentlemen, the total, all 3 of those combined equal about, it's not even 6, 5.3% when you average it across the board on dividends. They're crowing about, one is 4.93. Another one is, I think, 6%. And another one's like 5%, 5.1. That's what the dividend is kicking off right now. And they make an article saying he loads up on these 3 high yield dividend stocks. You here in the SSN Nation, we've given you dividend stocks that are double digits for the last 3 years. And they're giving this guy props. Why? Because he has Tudor Investments. This is so you go give your money to Tudor Investments instead of investing it yourself for you to get even double his yield. They don't want you doing double his yield. They'd rather make an article so you give him your money instead of you going to Robinhood, Webull, or your brokerage account at Fidelity, TD, Ameritrade, E-Trade, whatever brokerage account you have. Instead of you going there and putting your money in your account and you control it, they want to write articles so talking about high yield as 5% is high yield. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. This is insanity here. We've been sitting up here for 3 years talking about double digits dividends, and they got nerve to talk because this guy is one of like less than 3,500 billionaires on the planet that has an investment firm that uses your money to be a billionaire. I don't get it. But once again, it's all a mindset, ladies and gentlemen. Stop Struggling Now is designed so you can start changing your mindset. You be responsible. You be the CEO of your life. You control your funds. You don't have them controlling your funds. You make more than them. The only thing is they are better because they are using other people's money. So that doesn't matter if you have $1 billion and you get 5% on $1 billion. That works. But in the real world, when you're only making 30, 40, 50, 60, $100,000, 5% is not going to cut it when inflation is 15 or 20%. That means no matter what, you're always going to be behind the 8 ball. We need double-digit dividends. Inflation will not be 15 to 20% indefinitely. And if it is, everything's crashed. So therefore, everybody loses. So just keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, all right? You guys are here and you've been soaking up knowledge that you may or may not realize that sometimes is better than what the media is filling you up with. And the media fills you up with these people, trotting them out with these articles, because then if I tell you something, any other YouTuber, anybody here makes suggestions, that means you might discount the suggestions and you may not do your due diligence and go, wow, that actually could be a good thing. And instead you go, I'm going to go put my money into Tudor Investments and I'm going to just get 5% dividends. He's going to give me 6% a year on my money. Why are you doing that? That makes no sense. All right. You can do better than that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's enough for my soapbox tonight. But thank you so much for being here, listening to my soapbox and being a part of the soapbox convention. I appreciate all that you do. Thank you so much for that, DJ Robbie D. Once again, Curtis Davis showing the love. Yes, I just read that. It's crazy. Facts. Thank you, Vanessa. The media's propaganda. Exactly, Vanessa Comagate. Exactly. They're trying to direct you exactly where they want you to put your money. So they're going to have that. And by the way, yeah, don't miss that video. Oh, man, I did some other stuff about that video. You guys will see. I go into some other things, too. But it's going to be very interesting because tomorrow's video is something about, it's not this, how the financial system works against you. This is how you're being financially robbed in America. That's what the title of this one is, coming out tomorrow. So check it out. And I actually gave you a preview of some of the things I'm going to be talking about. But it's not short video. So kick back and relax when you're watching and let me know what you guys think down there in the comments for the video coming out in the morning. And hopefully I'll see you here on Friday night, because it's 9-10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday night live streams. So hopefully it's open to everybody. You don't have to be a member with an icon. Everybody can be in the chat room on Friday nights. So hopefully you'll be there, and I'd humbly appreciate it. All right, let's go. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you so much, Obsidian Line, the Code Keeper. ORC, here we go. PSEC, Apple, VC, many more dividend stocks announced on this channel. Exactly. AGNC, while we're at it, right? I did that one also in the video. AGNC, ladies and gentlemen. Hell, I was even talking about Exxon, because 2 years ago, XOM was $30 a share, 35, somewhere in there. You could have earned 10% on your money. I was telling everybody, get in while you can. Ooh, drives me crazy, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube suppression, while we're giving information that would have helped people be in double digits. 17%, 15% for PSEC. PSEC is still at 8, 6, 8 or 9% right now. It's crazy. AGNC is still at over 10% right now. It was over 10% 2 years ago. Crazy. Just crazy stuff, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Good night, fam. Good night to you too, Wilson Koo. Thank you, the Media Intel Alive Vision TV. Exactly. Curtis Davis. See you tomorrow. I have to spin some tunes for the fam. See you later, DJ Robbie D. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, and that's why we have to be real, because it's real in the field. Your hard-earned money is real, and you never know what's going to happen to it. We've all made investments in crypto. Crypto has burnt us all year long. I don't know who survived. Somebody can lie to me and say, yeah, man, I made all this money. Yeah, you made all this money. But in the bear market over the last 4 or 5 months, it's been very hard to make some money because everything's going down. Even when we turn around and earn our rewards, they're less and less and less, and we spent more money to make the investment. So our ROI is taking longer. Even when we invested in the stock market, you could say, I did. That's great. If you have dividends, you're doing great because you still have that revenue coming in. But if you've invested in stocks and the stock market has dropped 20%, out of 75 to 80% of the stocks have dropped 20, 30%. How are you going to sit here and act like everybody's winning? The only people that's going to win is people that receive investment money from individuals. That's how you're going to win, because you'll always have money coming in to make the investment. Now you have to be the CEO of your life, ladies and gentlemen. This right here is 1930, 29 all over again. Stay tuned. You can see that these guys have no problem with spending $4.65 billion on a sports team, even when the economy and knowing a recession is near. Everybody's saying a recession's coming. Some people are saying a Great Depression, like me and Gino Scimienti. They still said I'm spending 4.65. They have no worries. And by rights, they shouldn't, because they don't have to live in America. They can live anywhere on the planet and be safe. Keep that in mind as well. All right. And with all that said, keep your head up. Keep moving. And I'm out.